How does this go?
There's another one. Yeah.
Good space. Good space. Gekyo namyo renge kyo 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 Namyo Renge Kyo, 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 Money, body, money, may hum. Oh, money, money, body, may hum. Oh, money, money, body, may hum. Nam yo ringe kyo, 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 nam yo ringe kyo. Nam yo ringe kyo, nam yo ringe kyo, nam yo ringe kyo, nam yo ringe kyo. Hey, thank y'all. Welcome to Speak Freely Media Collective in collaboration with Mindset Detox TV Nation. Here for our Rising Rituals weekly session of raising the frequencies and vibrations. Big ups to the Namyo Renge Kyo. It means the cosmic law, the devotion to the cosmic law or mystic law of cause and effect through sounds. Those sounds that we gave off, Spicy, what's up, V? Those sounds that we gave off were sounds that allowed us to calibrate the energies that we may be going through, anything that you may be experiencing. We're live on several platforms. We're live on the Clubhouse app, where we're documenting a lot of our audio podcasting. We are live on LinkedIn, YouTube, 2 YouTube channels, Facebook, and Instagram. This is the studio. Mm-hmm. What up, E?
What up? What up? What up? How you doing? What's up, Remo?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed and favored. I'm excited. I'm grateful. Big ups to those that's in the chat room. Contain. We appreciate you for
Dragon Stark 7.
Yeah, we appreciate you for coming up, pulling up. We decided to come here and do a weekly session of high vibrations, and expressing our creative sounds and expressions weekly for our 99ers, the 99 moments, these moments of gratitude. What are you grateful for today?
Oh my God, just being alive. Being able to, and not even just being alive, right? Like being alive is so 3D. Being able to witness myself as a God body frequency that has existed since the beginning of time and the end of time. Like this human vessel is just a dope way for me to see myself and see ourselves. I'm grateful for clarity, and I'm grateful.
Hey, that's KJ.
Oh, what's up?
Yo, it's a pleasure, bro. Thank you for pulling up, bro.
Oh, that's lit.
Solid gold. Yes, you are, man. You are. You were saying being alive.
And honestly, I'm grateful for the smell of my armpits. They keep me grounded.
The smell of the pits.
Yes. That's a small thing I'm grateful for today. I think it's important to tap into the big grateful and then the little grateful, because I'm so grateful for the grandiose, but then also I enjoy the taste of onions. So all of these things are important.
Absolutely. So today we just to give an update, we've been traveling around the world, around Abayella, moving energies, raising vibrations. This healing session, we're all bouncing back through interesting codes, transmutation of energies coming out of the holidays. You're around a lot of different frequencies. Dis-ease comes from uncalibrated ease.
Right. I've been writing when I've been talking about the holidays to people around us. I've been spelling it Holidaze, because there's kind of a daze that happens when you go through the holidays. It's whether it's positive or it's negative. There's a certain level of, I mean, even with Thanksgiving, right? Like there's a cognitive dissonance that comes with that. Because of the fact that Thanksgiving itself has a root in genocide. We can transmute it, we know that already, so as long as we acknowledge it and appreciate the ceremony of being able to break bread. Like, I just appreciate the ceremony of breaking bread.
I love to eat.
Yeah. But there is a cognitive dissonance that happens around these times, so we've been calibrating out of it, and as we focus on staying aligned with liberation and what that looks like and being on the mission, right? In order to communicate from a liberated place, I ask people the question of what does it mean to be liberated for you? And when I ask that question of myself, I know that it means that I'm engaging with the world from a place and an intention of liberating myself. And so being the most liberated version of myself means listening to myself and trusting that the life that I'm manifesting for myself is one of thriving. And it's not just for me, right? If I'm thriving, then the world that I manifest around me is thriving. And we can't begin a liberation movement focusing on other people. We have to start within ourselves. So in this holidays season, in the effort of liberating ourselves, we go dive deep into family traumas, we dive deep into childhood wounds, so we can look at the data points that give us a fear, and we can look at that fear and face it with courage, and really be like, I know that this fear is something that was everything that we come here with. We choose these bodies. Our spirits choose these bodies, and our spirits choose the lessons that we need to learn. Our spirits choose the families and the parents that we have, so that we can learn the lessons that we need this life stream. So now it's beyond a point of forgiveness when it comes to family. It's just acknowledging, like, this is part of the journey. So I can forgive you for any harms that have come, because I know that those are harms that came to you. And as I'm the person who's choosing to break the cycle in our family, the cycle changes once we really begin to forgive ourselves for allowing ourselves to be victims, and then also extending that to the people who harmed us. So these holiday seasons, they have a lot of chaotic feelings. We've been getting over being sick. That's just because we've been balancing all of the emotions that come with healing childhood wounds, which is ultimately ancestral trauma.
And I appreciate how you spell holidays. This is fourth quarter, and the fourth quarter of the year, actually, New Year's just started for some cultures in China. This quarter, if you follow the hype of capitalistic society, the domesticated society, your sounds will create an effect around you. What does liberation feel like for me? Like I feel liberated by being me. I feel liberated by continuously waking up in the morning and sharing my dreams that I had. Like last night, I had a dream that I got a gun pointed on me a couple times. I also had a dream about um, people manifesting opportunities and showcases with our frequencies and energies. Somebody asked me, Suge asked me, "Am I okay?" I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Like I'm okay. I'm neutral. I'm going into the 9369, a new beginning. Because when you come out of some type of code of being dis-ease, when you go into that chrysalis and you break down, you come out as a butterfly. I had a fever the past couple of days. We've been chilling. My grandma, she has a fever now. And honestly, this whole tour, us touring around, was to bring Speak Freely to the East Coast. But we ran into an audible. My grandma decided to join the tour, which was awesome. Thought it was an awesome idea at first, as we took her around to see a lot of the family. But like she's sick now, and we still stay in tents. We're in a hotel for today and tomorrow, but our goal was to tap in with family and seek their assistance and guidance. Their assistance with my grandma, their assistance with our journey. I've been on this journey for about 6 or 7 years, and the characters around me have shifted and changed, and I feel liberated. Bringing in number 9, the partnerships with Speak Freely Media and Reimagining Solidarity. Your poem that you read yesterday, she's about to share the poem with y'all today. I feel liberated because you've tapped into the Kabbalion. You're tapped into because the Kabbalion, remember I told you all is mind. That was the first. Like I was spoon feeding certain laws of the universe, the cosmic laws, like the cosmic law of cause and effect. What we just went through, the Namyo Renge Kyo. You say that every morning, right? Hey, Cara, what's good with you too? You say that every morning. Good read, Shug. You can read our energy very well. We appreciate it. But being able to know that all is mine, yes, and that the more we calibrate our inner child work, the more that those around us can calibrate. So we decided to come and do these Wednesday sessions. Yeah. Wednesday is our wisdom Wednesdays. Wisdom Wednesdays,
which is really, honestly, it's basically us discussing and talking the level of self-realization that you have, and being a teacher in that, and my ability to translate it as Elisha the scribe to Elijah the prophet. We know how valuable our words are, and we know what we're discussing and the intention that we have with creating new systems of governance. It's it's real for us, and a lot of people don't have the space to really hold it, because of the fact that people are still coming to grips with the fact that they're domesticated in this domesticated system. But we are authentically creating platforms to just build something new, rooted in indigeneity, well, new and in relationship with what has been known with self-realization, indigeneity, self-love, inner child work, sustainability, and sovereignty. And that's our mission, and that's our goal, and we know that it's real for us. So us having conversations about it, people are always drawn to it because it's spirit coming back to itself. Everybody feels in their soul that there's some weird, funky shit going on, and there's a lot of opportunity to try something new and build something new. It's what we've been on assignment for. Yep. So.
You got your poem? Mm-hmm. I would love to hear your poem. You're gonna do your poem, and then I got a card reading. And KJ, before we go into that, KJ, definitely thank you so much for your interview. Congrats on your interview.
Yes.
But thank you for bringing us into that, talking about the mindset detox. I'm glad that you look at me as a mentor. I look at you as inspiration and a mentor as well. Mentors is just people that they have knowledge and wisdom in certain areas that you seek it to grow in, and you're doing your thing out there in the Bay Area. We woke up this morning like
on
1 million. So I just wanted to say thank you. We appreciate you so much, bro.
Oh, it's doing the thing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna mute mine's.
Okay.
And then you use yours. I'm gonna mute mine's. Go ahead.
Okay.
KJ said he appreciates us. Go ahead. Yours. You gotta unmute yours.
How do I unmute? Okay, there. Oof.
That's just the sound line.
All right. So I wrote this yesterday. The ancestors, people think that their ancestors are only the ones that are their blood ancestors that are directly right behind them. But our original ancestors are sound and frequency. Our cells are, I mean, you can go back to the first fish that had vertebrae. You can go back to mushrooms, which were the original life form on this planet. Like, our ancestors are way more than just the humans that came before us. And so when we talk about channeling the ancestors, being able to channel the ancestors is something that we all have the ability to do. We just got to study them, spend some time with them, learn them. And so what I've been doing is I've been looking at different speeches written by different ancestors and reading their words and translating their feeling into my words. So I was reading the speech, The Ballad and the Bullet by Malcolm X, and translating his words into my words. So I'll just read it for you. Blessings to you, to those who choose to receive, and to those that choose to pay no heed to the voice in your heart. The journey you create will bring your truth back to you in the most impactful way. All I can do is speak my peace and seek balance amongst chaos, peace, and integrity. A heart ignored is a mind controlled, and it's from that place and that reminder that I offer my prayer. So awaken, beloved. You are heard and you are seen. Your ancestors are here. They've always been and they always will be. Gratitude is a religion and love is your lineage, so rest, breathe, listen, and believe. Never forget the ocean that is in your heart, nor the way that the moon and the tides remind you. Your power grows as you move and flow as naturally as a river runs and as brilliantly as the sun shines. So if ever forgotten, beloved, please believe in this, that you are known and loved for your everything, in this moment, for all that will pass and all that have been. I remember all that is infinite. I am the winds that have forever moved through the skies, and when I stop and I breathe, the world floats away and all stands still. This moment and I are of the divine, so may my love be received and my purpose fulfilled. Today I wrote a piece written alongside the words of Brother El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz, and I took his words and repurposed them into the feeling that they make me feel. He is just one of the trillions of ancestors available for us to tap into, which is something I know as I remember more and more of my true power. I don't believe in unifying today on any one front, but on all fronts. I know where my personal morals are, and I know the relationship I've created with myself. It's intimate, intertwined, and as honest as I can be, though I know I lie to myself sometimes when I distract myself from my healing. I know that this is something that we all do. We have differences, we have arguments, we experience trauma and pain and miscommunication. It's been force-fed down the throats of the people that a sense of self-identity must come from our suffering, whether it's silenced, made public, or reinforced. If we denied it, we'd forever forget to focus on our childhood wounds unrecognized and leak the pain we've received like a broken dam on stolen land. Our world is changing, and the potential of what building international community can be is changing. We know that politics, government, status, money, fame, ignorance, and trauma are structural blockages that we have the tools to re-educate ourselves and our communities about. Collective economics, hip-hop, indigenous practice, sovereignty, status correction, all of these solutions are physical manifestations of a collective people who desire to liberate themselves. There are options, opportunities, and solutions, and I know that my ability to recognize them comes from my internal desire to live my life from a liberated place. I now remember my true power and my capability, though I've never forgotten. It stems from a place of integrity, balanced in compassion and justice. The question I ask myself, at what level am I going to take accountability for my actions? The farther I go, the more I remember. If I remember that we're made all of the same stuff, the atoms, the molecules, the light waves, and particles that make up the stuff of galaxies, then how could I say that I am unaware of my ability to change? Anytime that I am afraid, I am patient with myself. Anytime that I am angry, I listen to myself. Anytime that I am distracted by my fears, I remember that those fears are data points that will get me to the next level once I face them with the foolish courage that comes when one has radical faith in their hopes and their dreams. If I can be my own worst enemy, I can be my own best friend. I know that with great responsibility comes great reward, so I choose to thrive. The system has attacked us because of our power. They attacked us all for the same reason. Our potential is immense when we wield it from a place of wisdom and integrity. Each of our nations and our cultures held the keys to wisdom of self, from our medicines to our melanin to our ability to hear the whispers of the multiverse and the ancestors. And all of us are facing the repercussions of the pain that comes from thinking that we can be separate and equal, othered and expected to conform rather than to change. I am you with gratitude, and you are me, respectfully, unique in my expression of being your other. So credit must be given where credit is due. As I sought to remember myself, I learned it from the liberators that came before me, and I learned who I was in relationship to the world around me. And it's from a place of deep gratitude that I continue to choose. And it is from a place of deep gratitude for those that chose, and are learning how to choose to live from a place of integritous intention. And this is a direct quote. We need a self-help program, a do-it-yourself philosophy, a do-it-right-now philosophy, and it's already too late philosophy. This is what you and I need to get with. And the only way we're going to solve our problem is with a self-help program. Before we can get a self-help program started, we have to have a self-help philosophy. Once you change your philosophy, you change your thought pattern. Once you change your thought pattern, you change your attitude. Once you change your attitude, it changes your behavior pattern. And then you can go into some action. That action always begins within. No longer can we seek to liberate outside of ourselves. Only until we begin within will we see it manifest into the lives around us. I choose to be a conscious creator of my life, and I'm building it now. So what does taking self-love inspired action look like for you? What can you be accountable for today? What can you do to love yourself more today? And what does liberation feel like for you today? How can we create new worlds for our present and for our legacies? So that's directly inspired by The Ballot and the Bullet from Malcolm X. So I thank y'all for listening to that. It just feels... Liberation movements have always been done for our peoples. We gotta fight for our people. Now we fight for ourselves. Now we live for ourselves. Now we thrive for ourselves. Because we know that thriving for ourselves creates a world of thriving around us.
That was a beautiful expression.
Thank you.
I've listened to Maya, Malcolm, Martin, Hitler, why you throw Hitler in Maya, Martin, Nina, Sam Cooke, Mansa Musa, Prince, Jimi Hendrix, Dick Gregory, George Clooney, Dick Gregory, Paul Moody.
George Hampton.
Who's George?
I'm sorry.
Fred
I was thinking
Hampton.
Fred Hampton.
But I've listened to these orators orate and share their sound, and how sounds move people. You've definitely have been able to move our frequency, shift our frequency since we aligned about a year ago. We aligned a year ago. We're coming up on our year of meeting each other at the end of this month. April would be a year of us working together on tour, April-May timeframe. And words do change. They say sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Words impact very much so. The time that we're in now, where we're coming on a presidential year, All of next year is going to be focused on who's going to be the president in January of the following year. So getting to a point where you can liberate yourself and share your authentic sounds to help heal those. You brought up inner child healing. I talked about Kanye and Kyrie and Kendrick. I told you that we grieve differently when we first started listening to Kendrick Lamar album. I know that every time we have a child, it gives us an opportunity to heal our inner child.
Yes.
I've been blessed to have 8 amazing children, and in that blessing, it's like a gift and a curse, because based on societal norms or societal standards, what I'm doing right now is an irresponsible parent. I get a lot of things taken, charged against what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm in the same eyes as Ye when it comes to my opinion, my non-domesticated way of life.
Well, and you've been, that's what credit is necessarily due, right? It's like your frequency has been influencing Ye's frequency. So y'all have been on the same journey. You've had children before he had children.
Facts. Big facts. My oldest is 19. Happy belated birthday to, actually my oldest is 20 now, because Christian just turned 19.
Yeah. The higher you become self-realized, the more influence you realize that you have, and the level of self-realization that I know that you have and that I'm learning how to hold is that you influence all of the galaxies, all of the timelines, everything, everywhere, all at once.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Right, because we're all made of the same stuff.
And the first Hermetic law, Kabbalion law, is all is mind. So when we launched Mindset Detox, we was detoxing outdated systems and programs that no longer serve us. You do that with your rising rituals, your midday rituals, and your evening rituals. We brought y'all into our rising rituals. We shared those that can read our energy, that can feel this dis-ease. Like I said, we've been traveling nonstop. This is the clearest I've felt and been in a while. And I thank you for that realization that it has been on our frequency. Over the Mindset Detox TV Nation. I'm a nation. All of my children are nations. We're sovereign and indigenous. Reimagining Solidarity is set up to invest in those nations.
I have the power to manifest wealth and abundance in my life.
I have the power to manifest wealth and abundance in my life. And in that, it's been about 37, 40 minutes. We thank y'all for pulling up with us. Affirmations are statements of truth. We're going to end it out with our affirmations. I was going to do this reading, but I'm like, nah, I'll set up another time for the reading. This was your poem or your oration, your oration, along with the Namyo Denge Kyo, was really good for this session. We appreciate you again, KJ, for pulling up. Suge, Kara Presley, all those that tuned into Facebook and LinkedIn world. What we're going to do is we're going to take a couple breaths. Can you lead us through the ocean breath? And then I'll do the affirmations. Ocean breath and a yam.
Yeah. So when we do breath work, I know that when I first started doing breath work, because of the indoctrination process, like I felt silly making sounds that sounded like yam. Like one of the sounds is yam.
You felt silly?
I did feel silly. Yeah, I did, because we've been programmed to be in a certain, like, I need to act like this, like I don't want to sound weird, like that sounds weird, like why would I? But that's all the mental programming. Like what the fuck? Now I remembered how much I like playing with sticks. My inner child loves sticks. Just letting your inner child play. And doing breath work, it's just allowing the sounds to come out of us. It's so healing. It's so worth the feeling of like momentary discomfort of this does sound kind of weird. You just get used to it. So Breath work clears out.
We invite y'all into feeling weird and being a kid right now.
So, we invite you to take a deep breath and release a big ocean breath. Take another deep breath. Release another ocean breath. This next deep breath in, just imagine you're inhaling all of the stars and exhaling all of the weights that may be in your chest. Inhale. Release the weights. Oh, I got hot. So inhale now. And release the yum. Yum. We'll do that one more time. 2 more times. Inhale. And release the yum. One more inhale. And release the yum.
Yama, 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 no more time for the drama. No. And as we end our day, or start our day and in this session, oh yeah, they smell amazing. The affirmations, I love myself. We're talking about our CELLPH, your cells and DNA. We reprogram ourselves with everything we say and do. So I love myself.
I love myself.
I trust myself.
I trust myself. I honor myself.
I value myself.
I value myself.
And I respect myself.
And I respect myself.
And this is the extra to that affirmation. If you put your hands on your heart and you breathe in, and as you release out, I love myself.
I love myself.
Breathe in. Breathe out.
I trust myself.
Sending that love and trust into your heart. Deep breath in. Release out. I honor myself.
I honor myself.
I value myself. And respectfully.
Most respectfully.
I respect myself.
I respect myself.
So y'all stay blessed and flavored. Hey, till next time. See y'all throughout the rest of this day in the meta world. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all
Peace.
in abundance.
Peace.